Welcome to week 4 of high school football in St. Johns County, and we are almost halfway through the regular season. We're going to recap week 3's games before we move on to tonight's action. St. Augustine High School, a 41-7 winner over Creekside last week. Creekside was coming off a big win at Manor and hoped to follow that up with St. Augustine. Could not do it. Dwayne Brady 3 touchdowns, Clarence Jones 2, and St. Augustine High School moves to 3-0. Creekside dropped to 1-1. A little bit of an upset at Nice. Episcopal High School 34, Nice 32. Episcopal hits a last-second field goal to add to the Panthers' misery. Nice drops to 1-2, and despite a 4 field goal performance from Andrew Barker, Nice just cannot get it done. Gave up 459 passing yards through the air. A little bit of a stinger there in a game where quarterback Tyler Weir did not play. Going down the street to Bartram Trail, 24, Menendez 3 keeps Menendez looking for his first win. Menendez now 0-3, and really a game of lone opportunities for the Falcons. They had a couple drives in Bartram territory inside the 20, ending on turnovers, including a fumble at the 3-yard line late in the 4th of that game. Bartram wound up pushing Menendez backwards and forcing a interception on 4th down to really end Menendez's hopes at an upset. So Bartram 2-1, Menendez 0-3 after that one. St. Joseph 42, Lighthouse Christian 0. Quarterback Kevin Ingman 3 touchdown passes in just 6 attempts in that one that overmatched Lighthouse Christian, only dressed under 20 players. So St. Joseph was all over Lighthouse Christian. Coach Babascara now 2-0 since taking over the Flashes. Ponte Vedra improves to 2-1 after a 27-24 win over Stanton. And Alabama Deaf, a 42-0 winner over Florida Deaf in a game from last Saturday. The Dragons winless, still haven't won in 14 tries. They're mired in a 14-game losing streak. They played late Thursday night at Palaca Penile. Starting with week 4 games and district games begin tonight. We're going to start with a couple. Ponte Vedra going to Bartram Trail, and that was a blowout game last year. The Bears won by 50. This is a little bit different tonight. Ponte Vedra chugging along with a great ground game, a good defense led by Clay Mazza, and some pretty good kicking led by Kyle Federico. He had 2 last week, a 50 and a 47-yarder. So Ponte Vedra in much better shape tonight than it was a season ago. Both those teams 2-1 and kind of looking to take that first step forward in district play. St. Augustine High School gets a little bit more of a breather before going into district play. Flagler Palm Coast comes to St. Augustine tonight. Both Flagler Palm Coast and St. Augustine played last year in the season opener. St. Augustine won that game on a 2-point conversion stop right at the finish in overtime. St. Augustine 3-0, Flagler Palm Coast 2-1. Nice and Creekside, another district game, and this is our big one tonight. It really, game could go either way. Both teams 1-2. Both teams have shown promise. Creekside has been a passing team since Kevin Payment returned from a 1-game suspension, and Nice, without Tyler Weir, has really resorted more to a running game and trying to get something done on defense. Didn't get it done last week, but we'll try and do it tonight against a much improved Creekside team. St. Joseph 2-1, they go on the road to Quincy Monroe, which is 0-3. St. Joseph should not have a problem in that one. And Florida Deaf, as I mentioned, played late on Thursday night against against Penile. And last but not least, Menendez in a little bit of a predicament after last season's 8-3 run. Menendez 0-3. They host Ridgeview tonight. Ridgeview was 1 game short of the state semifinals in Class 4A last season. So really a game for Menendez to build some confidence as it goes into its district schedule in the next couple weeks. We'll look forward to checking back with you next week on games, and also want to take this minute to talk about a player of the week from week 3, Andrew Barker. As I mentioned, 4 field goals last week for that Nice team in a loss to Episcopal, and he had 4 field goals, which is tops in North Florida for the season. No one in North Florida has hit more than 4 in 3 games. Barker did it in 1 game. He's got 5 for the season now. His brother, Patrick Barker, was the record's Player of the Year last season, so congratulations to Andrew Barker. We'll touch base with you next week and kind of break down as the middle point of the season turns the corner in St. Johns County.